Pharmacy, and Arvest. Keep up with the Colts all season long, right here on ed88radio.com. And now for the starting lineup of your UAC Lady Colts. At guard, a 5'5" freshman out of Porter High School in Houston, Texas, number 4, Michaela Scott. At wing, a 5'6" sophomore out of Little Rock Mills High School, number 11, Jasmine Ellison. At wing, a 5'7" freshman out of Rusk, Texas, Anasia Jefferson. At guard, a 5'4" freshman out of Clarksville High School in Clarksville, Texas, number 20, LaQuisha Clark. And at guard, a 5'5" sophomore out of Star City, Arkansas, number 23, Kiera Jackson. The Lady Colts are coached by head coach Robert Bird and assistant coach Bryant Pagan II. And we'll have your opening tip-off coming up right after this. And the opening tip is controlled by the Lady Greyhounds as we're underway here at what they call the doghouse, as they put it underneath, shot up and in as we're just underway. Lady Colts facing some full court pressure. Over the right side. Jasmine Ellison, ball stolen. They'll bring it the other way. That foul was on Kiera Jackson, her first. Second shot up and in. Lady Colts down 3-0. We're just underway here in West Memphis. Kaylee Brooks grabbing the rebound. Fires it out. Kiera Jackson fires it up and in. We're tied at 3. A minute into this first quarter. Lady Greyhounds bring it down. Lob inside. Kaylee Brooks making the steal. Works it ahead. Looks like Michaela Scott with the basketball. Tries that right side. Fires it back out. Three-pointer attempt is blocked. Anasia Jefferson has that shot blocked. Coming the other way. Lady Colts getting back defensively. Nice stop that time by Michaela Scott. Greyhounds will put it up. No good. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Colts. Shot put up underneath, no good, and the rebound comes off the Lady Colts. That's one thing they do really, really well is rebound. Ellison works it left side. Anasia Jefferson in the corner. Michaela Scott drives through and is fouled. Strong move on the basket by Jackson with the free throw up and in. Excuse me, that's Scott at the free throw line, Michaela Scott. Second shot by Scott is up and in. Lady Colts lead it 5-3. 7:45 to go here in this first quarter. Traveling is the call on the Lady Colts. Excuse me, on the Lady Greyhounds. The Lady Colts will get it back here. 7:44 to go here in this first quarter. Lady Colts on top, 5-3. Get it ahead. Kira Jackson gets around the defender. She is tough on the dribble and winds up on that sideline over there. They got a little bit more room to work with here than what we do down in Locksburg, but Johnson was forced. Good pressure defense that time by the Lady Greyhounds. Lady Colts get back defensively. Shot up. And a whistle and a foul in the inside. And personal foul is going to be on Kaylee Brooks. That'll be her first. Second team foul against the Lady Colts. Shots on the way. Off the iron, up and in, I should say. 5-4. Lady Colts up by 1. Midsouth sends it on the way. Up and in. We're tied at 5. Again, 7:23 to go in this first quarter. Lady Colts facing full court pressure. Allison gets it to Jackson, gets it down court to Scott, deep in the corner, and Asia Jefferson needs some help down there. And that pass is tipped out of bounds by the Lady Greyhounds. Lady Colts underneath as Scott got it back to Brooks. Her shot was blocked. Picked up, though, by the Lady Colts. Jackson out front, drives through the lane, forces the contact, whistle and a foul, and she draws the foul. Kiara Jackson heading to the free throw line. She'll be shooting 2. Jackson hit a three-pointer to tie this game up at the start. First shot's on the way, up and in. Jackson has 4. And the Lady Colts on top by a score of 6-5. 7:01 to go here in this first quarter. Second shot's on the way. It's rattling around. Won't quite go down. Lady Greyhounds grab the rebound. Lady Colts get back defensively. Oh, nice quick pass through the lane. Nice give underneath. And the Lady Greyhounds take a 7-6 lead. Lady Colts. Jackson gets it ahead to Ellison. Back over to Jackson. Gives it back to Ellison. Looking inside. Oh, nice cut that time. Scott gets it down low to Brooks, and Brooks is fouled. Good ball movement that time. Nice pass to Scott underneath, and she dished immediately to Brooks. Lady Colts ahead to the free throw line with a chance to take the lead with a couple of made free throws right here. Shots on the way, up and in. Kaylee Brooks, been a nice addition to the roster here. Saw her first action earlier this week. Had a solid performance against SAU Tech. Second shot's up and in. Brooks with a couple now. And the Lady Colts back on top, 8-7. And that's a travel out front. Kaylin Cheney defensively putting a little pressure on the basketball. And the Lady Colts get the ball back. As Cheney just checked in a moment ago. Looks like it's Brooks, Scott, Ellison, along with Jackson, and Cheney in the lineup right now. Lady Colts working down low on the baseline. Looks like Scott is really in trouble down there, and that's going to be a timeout. Heads-up call on the part of Coach Robert Bird to get a timeout here for the Lady Colts. 6:11 to go in this first quarter. Lady Colts on top, 8-7.
Though our daily routines are changing quickly, Arvest Bank's commitment to being helpful to our customers has not. In fact, Arvest Go, our mobile app, has been certified by J.D. Power for providing customers with an outstanding mobile banking experience. Check your balance, pay bills, deposit checks, and so much more, all from the safety of home. So download Arvest Go today. Arvest Bank, ready to help.
Lady Colts roster versus, Lady Colts will make the inbounds pass. Scott, as Jackson gets it out front. Anasia Jefferson with the three won't go. Lady Colts have to get down court, but a nice strip away from behind that time. Michaela Scott coming up from the backside. Jasmine Ellison picks up the loose ball. Lady Colts have it. Lob pass inside. Anasia Jefferson gives it underneath to Scott. Scott's shot is blocked out of bounds. Jackson will make the inbounds pass. Bounce pass inside, looking for Kaylin Cheney. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Greyhounds. Nice for West Memphis. Lady Colts make that inbounds pass, looking for Kaylin Cheney, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Colts. Turnovers were a problem for the Lady Colts last time out. They've had 2 in the early going here. 5:45 to go here in this first quarter. Lady Colts lead it 8-7. Pass underneath. Getting that pass between 2 defenders, but the shot would not go. Lady Colts defensively tipping the ball around. Loose ball picked up by the Greyhounds. Back out front. They'll go right side, free throw circle, shot on the way, no good, and the rebound comes off to Michaela Scott. Freshman out of Little Rock gives it left side. Into the hands of Kiera Jackson, and let's see. We got a whistle underneath. A lane violation here, so the Colts, Lady Colts will turn it over. Their third turnover of the first quarter with 5:10 to play here in the first. Lady Colts on top, 8-7. Greyhounds bringing it offensively. Right side, go back top of the key. Looking underneath, they'll work it deep in the corner. Shot from the right corner, or left corner, is up, no good. And the rebound comes off the Lady Colts, but it's going to be stripped away from Kaylin Cheney. And the Lady Greyhounds put it up the perimeter, no good. They'll try inside, no good. Rebound, tipped around. Lady Colts, they have several kids that can absolutely clear the boards. Not a lot of size for the Lady Colts, but they do understand position when it comes to rebounding. Out front, Kiera Jackson working out there. Facing a little bit of pressure. Loose ball out front, going to be picked up by Michaela Scott. Scott goes around, tries to bounce pass through the lane. It's going to be stolen away by the Greyhounds on the run. Looking down, Kiera Jackson getting right into the face of the offensive player, stealing the ball away, gets it ahead to Michaela Scott. Scott going to fire it deep in that left corner. As Jackson puts up the three, that one will not go, and the rebound comes off to the Lady Greyhounds. They'll bring it into the front court. Lady Colts on top, 8-7. As the score's been frozen here for a little while. Three-pointer on the way from the left side. Won't go. Rebound. Going to go out of bounds. 3:45 to play in this first quarter. Lady Colts on top, 8-7. Michaela Scott is going to bring it down this time. Taking a little time, getting a little bit of a breather here when you've only got 6 people on your roster. You got to get that rest when you can. Working out top. It's Kiera Jackson. Jackson deep in the left corner. They'll get it underneath. Brooks had to fire it back in the corner. Ball's going to be stolen away, however. She got in there and lost her balance, just had to get rid of it. And the Lady Greyhounds come quickly down court. Try to work it inside, collision inside, and we'll see. Is it going to be on Anasia or is it going to be on Brooks? Looks like the personal foul is going to be called against Kaylee Brooks. Brooks called for her first personal foul of the day. Well, we've been stuck at 8-7 for a while, and we could stay there for another second or two as far as I'm concerned. 3:09 to play in this first quarter. Midsouth at the free throw line, shot up and in.
Take it.
Sure, Clint.
Penn at the free throw line for the Lady Greyhounds. Second shot, bounces around, falls through. .309 to play, 9-8. Lady Greyhounds with the lead. Michaela Scott bringing it down for the Lady Colts. On the left side, Kiera Jackson in the corner, drives the baseline, passes it off to Jasmine Ellison. She puts up the shot, but it overshoots a little bit, and Lady Greyhounds come out with a rebound. Oh, Lady Greyhounds go right to the basket. Left-handed layup is no good. That was Penn, Sierra Penn. So coming out with it, Lady Colts. Still 9-8 with 2.5 minutes to go in the first period. Kiera Jackson out top with it, gives to Michaela Scott on the left wing. Out top to Anasia Jefferson. Over to Jackson on the right wing. She dribbles inside all the way out, kicks it out to the left side. Michaela Scott for three. No good. Rebound, Lady Greyhounds. He went out top, driving all the way, puts up a left-handed layup. This time she's going to be fouled. I think Scott reaching in right there. I'm going to call it on. Oh, they're calling on Jasmine Ellison on the foul. So this is Meliana Williams to the free throw line for the Lady Greyhounds. She's from Killeen, Texas. First one up, hits the back of the rim, falls through. Second shot, also up and good. Williams hits them both for the Lady Greyhounds. 11-8 lead with 2 minutes to go in the first period. Lady Colts trailing by 3 here in the early going. West Memphis, what a drive today. About 4.5 hours up here. Plus a couple of stops. You have to put up with Lauren Hinton. Kiera Jackson driving all the way, kicks it out to Jasmine Ellison for 2, just inside the three-point line. No good. Rebound, Lady Greyhounds on the run. Pass to underneath to Aliyah Lee, and she hits the bucket. 13-8, 5-point lead for the Lady Greyhounds. With 1.5 minutes to go in the first period. Jackson up top to the left wing to Jasmine Ellison. Ellison looking down the corner, tries to get it to Kaylin Cheney. It's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Greyhounds. So Lady Colts will retain possession here in the corner. Michaela Scott passes out to Kaylee Brooks up top, now handed back to Scott. She dribbles down to the right wing to Ellison. Ellison cross-court pass to Nasia Jefferson, looks for a 3. She's looking inside. The shot clock ran out, I believe. Yep, shot clock violation, so a turnover for the Lady Colts. It'll go back to the Lady Greyhounds. 5-point lead, 13-8 in the first period with under 1 minute to go. Now the Lady Colts showing a little pressure, getting it in. And a turnover for the Lady Greyhounds. Kaylin Cheney comes out with it. Was tipped around by several of the Lady Colts. Kayla Scott down to the right corner to Ellison. Ellison dribbles a couple times, and Nasia Jefferson up top. Down underneath to Kaylee Brooks, and she's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a foul on for the Lady Greyhounds. Should be on Aliyah Lee. They're going to take it out underneath. Scott gets it under Asia Jefferson underneath. She can't get a handle on it. Passes it back out to Jasmine Ellison. Now to Michaela Scott. Now back to the left wing in the corner. Jefferson. Inside to Kaylee Brooks. Throws up the shot, and it's partially blocked. Maybe a foul on the play. We'll see. Nope, goes out of bounds, but last touch by the Lady Greyhounds. Kaylin Cheney on the left wing. Drives to the basket. Rebound, Kaylee Brooks puts another one up, and it rolls around, does not follow through, and that's the end of the first quarter. 5-point lead for the Lady Greyhounds, 13-8. We'll take a break here after the first quarter, and we'll be right back here on UAC Stats. Come from all over to Bailey's Discount Building Supply in DeQueen because they help build the best for less. When you walk in the doors, you'll see everything from the do-it-yourselfer to the general contractor. They have warehouses stocked with doors and windows, wall paneling, and flooring. At those big chain stores, you may be left by yourself to look for something all day. But at Bailey's, there's plenty of help. And of course, the lumber yard has everything from plywood to lumber and sheetrock to insulation. Inside, there's lighting, plumbing parts, cabinets, cooking supplies, and even a sale on generators. Open Monday through Saturday in DeQueen. Bailey's Building Supply, 870-642-2851. 5-point lead after the first period of play. 13-8. This is for the Lady Greyhounds of ASU Midsouth here in West Memphis today. Lady Colts trailing by 5. In the lineup now, Jasmine Ellison, Kaylee Brooks, Nasia Jefferson, Kiera Jackson, and Michaela Scott for the Lady Colts. Scott's going to take it out at midcourt. Up to Kiera Jackson up top here. Just getting underway in the second period. Long drive out to West Memphis today. Down in the corner, knocked out of bounds by one of the Lady Greyhounds. It looked like Alan Davy Lockett. But it'll stay with the Lady Colts. Michaela Scott out top with it. Looking for Kiera Jackson. Jackson wanting to drive inside. Cross-court pass in the corner. Jefferson puts up a three. Got it. 13-10, 3-point lead now for the Lady Colts. Or for the Lady Greyhounds, sorry. Lady Greyhounds with the ball, dribbling down here to the baseline, back out top. Looking inside, gives it to the tall girl underneath. She throws up a left-handed shot underneath. And it's knocked out of bounds. Underneath that was Aliyah Lee. Knocked out of bounds by the Lady Colts. So stay with the Lady Greyhounds. Brianna Williams inside to Sierra Penn. She gets the 2-point basket. Well, timeout now with 9 minutes to play, just over 9 minutes to play in the second period. 15-10, 5-point lead for the Lady Greyhounds. We'll be right back.
Before I forget, if someone asks if you want your Quarter Pounder's cheese on top of the patty or right below it, your answer is yes. The hottest, juiciest Quarter Pounder yet. It's perfect. Made perfecter. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And we're back here with just over 9 minutes to play in the second period before halftime. Lady Colts have it down by 5, 15-10. Kiera Jackson bringing it down for the Lady Colts. Looks over the left wing. Kaylee Brooks sets a screen. She drives right past it, goes to the basket, puts up the shot, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Greyhounds. Williams with it. Passes over the baseline. Now passed underneath. It's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Colts. Trying to hit underneath Aliyah Lee. She's the tallest one on the floor at 6'1". Another whistle here. I think I recall Kaylee Brooks with a push underneath. That's her second foul. Got Williams passing it in, knocked away for a second, but now underneath to Lee. She turns around with a left-handed shot underneath and gets it. She's from Toka, Tennessee. Nasia Jefferson in the left corner. Out top to Michaela Scott and over to Ellison. Ellison dribbles. Gives it to Jackson, then Brooks. Brooks looking back for Jackson. Shot clock winds down at 8. Ball's knocked away, goes out of bounds, and last touch by the Lady Greyhounds. So it's going to stay with the Lady Colts, but only 3 seconds on the shot clock. Lady Colts trailing by 7 now, 17-10 in the second period. That one knocked out of bounds as well. Now just 2 seconds on the shot clock. Somebody's got to get it up quick here. As soon as they touch the ball, the Lady Colts shoot it. She hoists one up. It's last touch by one of the Lady Greyhounds, so it stays with the Lady Colts. And it's a new shot clock, I guess. It didn't touch anything, but if they touch it out of bounds last, I don't know. They didn't do that on the side. They did do it underneath. Got Ellison under the basket. She dribbles back out. Throws it back out top to Kiara Jackson. Jackson dribbles to the left side. Gives it off to Michaela Scott. Jasmine Ellison tries to drive inside, throws up a 10-footer, hits the front of the rim, bounces off, no good. Now the Lady Greyhounds have it. Driving inside. There's a blocking foul underneath, I believe, or is it a charge? They call a charge? They did call a charge. It's going to be on Laya Lee. So Lady Colts drawing a charge, didn't see which one. Maybe Ellison, I think. Over to Kaylin Cheney on the left wing. Now to Kaylee Brooks. Kaylin Cheney with it. Cheney down to the left corner, back out top to Nasia Jefferson. Tries to throw it across court. It's knocked away by the Lady Greyhounds. They come up with it. Driving down the court all the way to the basket. Throws it off the glass. Good. On the layup there, Meliana Williams. She has 4. 19-10. Under 7 minutes to play in the second period. Kayla Scott down to Kaylin Cheney on the left wing. Cheney's going to drive towards the basket, throws it away. They're going to call a foul, a reach-in foul on Cheney. And Lady Colts show a little bit of pressure here. One, 2-2. And it creates a turnover. Kayla Scott coming out with it for the Lady Colts. Gives it off Kiara Jackson, back to Scott. Out top to Nasia Jefferson. Looks at a 3, doesn't take it. Now she's driving inside, dishes off Kaylee Brooks. A 10-footer, no good. Lady Greyhounds have it. Delaney driving, taken away by Kiara Jackson. 19-10, 9-point lead for the Lady Greyhounds. Nasia Jefferson in and out for the 3, but the Lady Colts scrambling to get the rebound. Kaylee Brooks fighting hard inside the paint to come up with some rebounds. Kaylin Cheney's driving inside, throws it away. Kaylee Brooks comes up with it, though. And that's a jump ball, and the possession arrow shows Lady Greyhounds. Under 6 minutes to play in the first half. 19-10, 9-point lead for the Lady Greyhounds here in West Memphis today. They do break the press. Get it across midcourt, driving inside, dish off underneath, back out. Lady Greyhounds at top, and three-pointer no good. That was by Penn. Goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Lady Colts. Lady Colts trailing by 9 here in the second quarter, second period. Kaylin Cheney wants a three. It's blocked, knocked out of bounds, but last touch by the Lady Greyhounds. Sierra Penn was the last one to touch it for the Lady Greyhounds, and the Lady Colts will have it on their own baseline. Trying to throw it up top, but it's knocked out by the Lady Greyhounds. Trying to get it in Michaela Scott, who's flashing up top. Lady Greyhounds in that man-to-man. One-man-to-one-man. Asia Jefferson over to Kiera Jackson. She drives underneath, dishes out to Michaela Scott for three. Front of the rim, no good. Kiera Jackson had position, but able to come out with it. The Lady Greyhounds driving all the way in, underneath, off the glass, good. Getting the basket there, Eliana Williams. She has 6. Jackson up top for the Lady Colts. Over to Michaela Scott on the left wing. Underneath, trying to get an Asia Jefferson, almost thrown away, but Jefferson comes out with, throws it up. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Jefferson comes out with it again, drives the basket, this time off the glass, bounces around, falls through and draws the foul.
Circus shot.
Lauren says circus shot on that one. Jefferson able to get the basket, draws the foul.
I broke up an 8-point run, too.
Yeah. Didn't see who the foul was on. But Jefferson goes to the free throw line for a 3-point chance. It does not go. Greyhounds, Lady Greyhounds come back out with it. 21-12, leading by 9, the Lady Greyhounds. 4 minutes to play in the second period, first half. Up there, looks like a three-pointer. Chasing it down, knocking it out of bounds. It's the Lady Greyhounds, so they'll go back to Lady Colts. Kayla Scott hustling after it. The one that tipped it out of bounds, I believe, was Penn for the Lady Greyhounds. Jackson for UAC up top. Jackson driving all the way to baseline. Underneath, throws it out to Michaela Scott for three. Bombs it. Scott, there's another one. Later getting started, going all the way in, pass it off the glass, good. That's going to be Brianna Campbell. So a 8-point lead, 23-15 for the Lady Greyhounds of ASU. Lady Colts have the ball. 3:18 to play in the first half. Driving the baseline, Michaela Scott throws it over to Asia Jefferson across court. Kiera Jackson, she puts up the three off the back of the iron, no good. Coming out with the rebound is Sierra Penn. She passes it down to the right corner, takes an extra step, no call. Coming out, Jasmine Ellison with the rebound. Going to have a jump ball there, and it'll go back to the Lady Colts. Ellison going to check out. We have Kiera Jackson, Michaela Scott, Kaylee Brooks, Kaylin Cheney, and Nasia Jefferson in for UAC Stott. Try to pass inside to Kaylee Brooks, now back to Jackson. Nasia Jefferson's open for three, and it's long, no good. Rebound goes out to Lady Greyhounds coming out with was Ashley Pegdew. And throwing it up, no missing it. Sierra Penn from inside the paint. Kaylin Cheney comes out with a rebound. She gives off Michaela Scott. Kiera Jackson looks at the three, passes inside to Kaylee Brooks. It went through her hands. Now she's got a reach-in foul. That one's going to be on Kaylee Brooks for UA Costott. That's her second personal foul. Lady Greyhounds will take it out on the same end there. What's that? Third personal foul? Picking it up from the free throw line, number 4, Meliana Williams. She has 8 here in the first half. 10-point lead for the Lady Greyhounds of ASU Mid-South. Giving it off to Kaylin Cheney on the right wing, dribbles up top around the other side to Anasia Jefferson. I believe she stepped out of bounds on the side. She stepped off on the sideline. So we'll go back to Lady Greyhound. .140 to play, 10-point lead, 25-15 for the Lady Greyhounds. Up top with it is Larry. Larry looking inside to hit Lee. Lee turns around off the glass, good. Leah Lee, her 6-point. Now Michaela Scott drives all the way in. It's blocked by Lee. She throws it back in, but it's taken away by Jasmine Ellison. Gets it back out top for the Lady Colts. Anasia Jefferson trying to drive inside with it. Gives it back out to Jackson. She looks at a 3. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6, 5. Jefferson driving inside, back out to Jackson. She tries to drive inside, left-hand layup's blocked out of bounds. The shot clock running out. I'm not sure how they're going to call that. It was knocked out of bounds. Knocked out underneath by the Lady Greyhounds. They are going to switch possession here, saying the clock ran out. They'll give it to ASU Mid-South. So Lady Greyhounds bringing it down with 12-point lead. Breaks the press, comes in looking underneath. Lee flashing underneath, doesn't get it to her. So they'll take it back out top and reverse this side with it. Oh, running jumper, looked good. And number 10, Kaylin Larry. Larry with her first 2 points of the ball game. Left-handed running jumper there underneath. 14-point lead for ASU Mid-South. Lady Greyhounds with the lead. Down to the corner to Anasia Jefferson, back out to Michaela Scott. She drives inside, dishes back out to as Jasmine Ellison from the baseline. 17-footer, no good. Going up one from top of the key, air ball. May have been touched by one of the Lady Colts, and that'll be the halftime. 29-15, 14-point lead at the half for the Lady Greyhounds of ASU Mid-South. We'll take a break and be back after this on UA Costats at 8. At Diana's Clothing and Gifts on Collinray Drive in DeQueen, shop a fantastic selection of women's fashion apparel. Keep your style fresh with the latest trendy tops, jeans, and dresses, plus lots of new arrivals. Let Diana's help you with your home decorating needs. Make your home even more personal with our assortment of home decor and decorative accessories. And discover our collection of gifts for that special person in your life. There are gifts for every occasion. It's a great family-owned business. People come from all over to visit Diana's. Stay updated with the new stuff on their Facebook page. Located at 804 West Collinray Drive in DeQueen, Diana's Clothing and Gifts, 870-642-6528.
Came into Arvest with some questions about retirement. Let's see what happens.
Doug, Brenda, based on the info you gave me, I've put together your ArvEst blueprint. It shows your retirement goal here, and then a plan that will
Help us make sure we're ready when it's time.
Exactly.
But who knows when that is, right?
We do. It's right there. If we stay on track, then that's when we retire.
Oh, wow, you mean literally. Well, that's
Helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. ArvEst Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Safety is a factor that shouldn't be overlooked when it comes to your car. Your vehicle needs safe engine parts or brake pads, but it also requires a reliable set of tires. Discount Tire and Alignment has a large selection of automotive tires that fit any car, truck, or SUV. They'll provide a safe and comfortable experience on the road whether you're driving a short distance or for hours on the highway. It's smartness all around. Find everything from all-season to specialty tires, oil changes, alignments, a clean facility, and friendly customer service. Discount Tire and Alignment, Highway 71 North in DeQueen, 870-642-5100. At the half, 14-point lead for the Lady Greyhounds of ASU Midsouth here in West Memphis today. Taking a look at scoring in the first half, we had leading score for ASU, 8 points for Meliana Williams. Meliana Williams from Killeen, Texas had 8 points. 6 points for Alaya Lee. 4 points for Sierra Penn and 2 points for Brianna Campbell. Also 2 points for Kaylin Larry. Now for the UAA Constant Lady Colts, Michaela Scott had 7 points. 4 points for Kiara Jackson and 2 points each for Anasia Jefferson and Kaylee Brooks. At the half, 14-point lead, 29-15 for ASU Mid-South for the Lady Greyhounds. We'll take another break. We'll come back here in just a little bit. Next up for the Lady Greyhounds, they're going to be, or for the Lady Colts, they'll be on Monday. Arkansas Baptist College will be in town at Locksburg at the Bank of Locksburg, historic Bank of Locksburg Gymnasium. That's at 7 o'clock on Monday. That's going to be the Colts and Lady Colts. Both of those, Lady Colts begin at 5 o'clock, then the Colts at 7 o'clock. Then next Saturday is our only other one. It'll be at National Park College. No, that's at home. It'll be at home also at historic Bank of Locksburg Gymnasium. National Park College, 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock, Lady Colts and the Colts. Both of those games next week at home on Monday and Saturday, March 1st and 6th. We'll take a break here in just a moment, and we'll be right back after this.
UA Constantine, we are so thankful for the support of the Bank of Locksburg. The Bank of Locksburg is your hometown bank, and they're very excited about the economic progress in our community, new businesses, and a new sense of pride in our hometown. At the Bank of Locksburg, they believe in Southwest Arkansas, and they enjoy the role they play in helping business and commerce and families to achieve their goals. They love their job, and it's easy to see from all the smiling faces. Open 6 days a week, it's Bank of Locksburg, 103 West Main. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It's in the smallest details. The answer. How is Husqvarna chainsaw durable and at the same time lightweight? And how can an XP chainsaw from Husqvarna help you work both faster and safer? It's in all those small, engineered details. Husqvarna, ready when you are.
Hey, Ratchets, look! I'm you!
Jake from State Farm. You couldn't find a stand-in who looked anything like me?
Have you seen mine?
It's like looking in a mirror, right?
Now that one makes sense.
Look, guys, I don't even have a stand-in.
Of course you do. Hold on, is that Drake?
That's right. Drake from State Farm.
Like a good neighbor. Like a good neighbor. Stand-ins don't have lines.
Oh, okay.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This live stream broadcast on Ed 88 is made possible by Satellite Service Company in Nashville, your authorized Dish Network dealer. Satellite Service Company and Dish Network serve the entertainment needs of the entire area. You like sports? Dish Network sports packages offer every sports fan exciting action featuring your favorite teams. The Dish Tailgater portable satellite TV antenna lets you watch TV wherever you are, at the lake, in the mountains, or at the tailgate party outside the stadium. The Dish Hopper gives you the power to transform your computer, smartphone, or tablet into your TV and enjoy your home TV anywhere. Special discounts and packages available to fit any budget. Satellite Service Company, 301 South Main Street in Nashville. At Tires Plus in DeQueen, they've built their reputation on hard work and outstanding customer service. Anyone can claim to be the best at what they do, but for over 30 years, our customers have been coming back for quality tires and professional service at a fair price. Whether you need tires for your car or your pickup, your SUV or your ATV, chances are Tires Plus has the tire you need when you need it. And if not, they can get it for you. For alignments, brake work, oil changes, and more, it's Tires Plus. And they even stock custom wheels. When you need tires, you can trust Tires Plus. 1369 West Collin Ray Drive in DeQueen.
At the half here at West Memphis, Arkansas, and the ASU Midsouth Lady Greyhounds have a 14-point lead, 29-15 at the end of the first half. Both games today coming up here on ed88radio.com, plus we're on the YouTube page. We're just doing it by delayed broadcast. ASU Midsouth did not want us to live stream. I don't know if they have people paying for theirs maybe or something, and they don't want us to live stream ours. So we just have a delayed broadcast today on both of those. So we kind of really scrambled around, switched around things, what was on, in the computer and on the iPad, everything, try to get everything back up and ready. So it took longer than usual, but I believe we have it going here, and we'll get these up after each game. We just cannot post these during the game or live stream. We have to wait till after the game to post these. But we're here at Mid-South this afternoon. 14-point lead, 29-15 in the first half. Again, Michaela Scott was 6. Kiera Jackson had 4, and Asia Jefferson with 2, and Kaylee Brooks with 2. We'll take another timeout here from West Memphis. After this, we'll be back with more basketball after this on Ed 88.
Walk into the Coca-Cola facility in Nashville. You get a taste of Southwest Arkansas history from the past 100 years. The Wilson family bottled their very first Coke in Nashville back in 1911, and the rest is history. The office in Nashville offers an outstanding museum of Coca-Cola memorabilia, and it's open free to the public weekdays from 8 till 4. The Nashville Coca-Cola Distribution Center employs 20 people and serves several counties in southwest Arkansas with a complete assortment of Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper products. The Wilson family is known for their generosity in our community, and they're thankful to Southwest Arkansas for your support over the past century. And the Colts are thankful to Coca-Cola for everything they do for UAC.
Hi, I'm Steve Cole. I'm the Chancellor of UA-Cossatot, and I'm here to talk about something brand new that's being offered by the UA-Cossatot Foundation. It's called the Blue Darter Heritage Campaign, and over the next several months, you're going to be hearing a lot more about this. We've already invested over $1 million in the Locksburg area with our Locksburg campus, and there's one building that we've yet to renovate, and that is the old Locksburg Middle School. We recently received a grant from the ANCRC in Arkansas for over $300,000 to begin renovations, and that is certainly going to be helpful. And that's why we're starting the UA-Cossatot Blue Darter Heritage Campaign. When you give to the Blue Darter Heritage Campaign, there's so much you can do for Locksburg and our Locksburg campus. You can donate to have a building named after you. You can donate to have a classroom named after you. We're actually building a museum that's going to house all of the old Blue Darter merchandise, and you can actually give to that. that will help curate a lot of the merchandise that we have. You can give to classroom technology. You can give to the community room that we're building in the old Locksburg Middle School, and a program that we're going to be debuting in a couple of weeks. It's going to be called the Blue Darter Brick Campaign. And what this is going to be, we are going to be building a lighting structure, 2 lighting structures in the parking lot in Locksburg to light it up. Because nighttime it's a little bit dim, but we're going to be putting these beautiful lights, and surrounding those there's going to be an opportunity for donors to the Blue Darter Heritage Campaign that they can have their name or their family name or any name you want inscribed on a brick, and those bricks will surround the lighting structures, and we're going to have nice benches, and it's just going to make for a very, very a nice campus in Locksburg, and your donations will help fund that. But a lot of big things happening in Locksburg, and we want to make sure everyone knows about the UA Cossatot Blue Darter Heritage Campaign. And if you have any more questions and want to give to the campaign, please contact Dustin Roberts at UA Cossatot. Easiest way to get in touch with Dustin is to email droberts@cccua.edu. The Blue Darter Heritage Campaign, we're proud of Locksburg.
Don's Easy Pay has been serving families in southwest Arkansas and southeast Oklahoma for over 30 years. Don's Easy Pay is a family-owned business. They carry name-brand home furnishings for every room in the house. Living room, dining room, bedroom furniture, name-brand kitchen appliances, and electronics too. At Don's Easy Pay, you can rent to own or purchase on the spot with 120 days, same as cash. At Don's Easy Pay, you can even rent to own tires. And at Don's Easy Pay, they deliver, taking time to take care of our customers. It's Don's Easy Pay.
Pilgrim's Pride Corporation is currently one of the largest chicken producers in the U.S. and delivers poultry products in more than 100 countries. Being a part of the family meal is a tremendous honor. They strive for great taste, flavor, and satisfaction in every Pilgrim's experience. People are at the heart of our business. Pilgrim's continues to focus on providing a safe and well-managed workplace that presents the best opportunity for our team members to thrive and have a better future. A big part of this community, right here at home, Pilgrim's Pride of DeQueen. Score 29-15 at the half. Lady Greyhounds of ASU Midsouth has the lead. We're in West Memphis today, West Memphis, Arkansas, and we'll be at home 2 times next week on Monday and Saturday with games there. Both teams playing in each of those, 5 and 7 on Monday, and then 2 and 4 on Saturday.
Well, the Lady Colts, John, tell you what, they've worked the boards really, really well tonight. They rebound extremely well, but they go on cold streaks, and that kind of happened in this first half as the Lady Colts were down by 3, 13-10, and then ASU Mid-South went on a 8-point run and wound up closing out that first quarter, or that first half, on a 16-5 run. So it's important for the the Lady Colts, actually a 16-2 run, I should say. The Lady Colts have some work cut out for them right here as they take the court. They'll be on defense to start this second half. Lady Colts will have Jasmine Ellison along with Anasia Jefferson. Also out there is Kiera Scott, Kayla Brooks, and Michaela Scott. Shot put up and in from the perimeter by the Lady Greyhounds. Makes it 31-15. Lady Colts have it out front. That's Michaela Scott. Works it out on that left wing. Over to Jasmine Ellison. Ellison gets it back up top. Kiera Scott. Scott tries to penetrate. Goes around that screen. They'll fire it underneath. Shot put up and in. Or actually shot put up from the baseline by Anasia Jefferson won't go. Kaylee Brooks has the ball go off her foot and out of bounds, last touched by the Lady Colts. Tell you, Brooks has been a nice addition inside for the Lady Colts. But again, we face a size matchup inside again this week. Just hard to get a shot off in there. ASU Mid-South, nice shot underneath. Shot won't go, and a whistle and a foul. Getting a hand in there. I believe that's was that Jasmine Ellison, I believe. Yeah, Ellison called for the personal foul. That'll be her first. It's a shooting foul for the Lady Greyhounds. Shots on the way, off the back of the iron, no good. 31-15, 9:04 to play in this third quarter. Second shot on the way, it's out, no good, and the rebound comes off. Kaylee Brooks. Brooks will get it ahead to Kiera Jackson. Jackson out on the wing, gets to Michaela Scott. Scott fronted out there. They'll work it out on the left wing. Kiera Jackson gets just a step towards the basket, goes underneath. No call as the ball's coming the other way for the Lady Greyhounds. Nice pass underneath. Jackson returned the favor on the other end, and this one is called. Jackson's called for the personal foul. You know, the amazing thing, John, about this basketball team is with only 6 people on the roster, it's amazing how seldom they get in foul trouble. You've got to be in shape to get up and down the court and not get lazy on defense. And they've done a good job of that this season. The first free throw's up and in. Makes it 32-15. Lady Colts trailing by 17 now. Second shot up and in. 33-15. Jackson will inbound the ball. Get it to Michaela Scott here. Scott brings it across the midcourt stripe. Jackson backs it out. Tries to bounce pass through the lane. Ball stripped away. And Mid-South will bring it quickly down court. Nice layup on the far end, and the Greyhounds up by 20, 35-15. They've reeled off 6 straight to start this third quarter. Lady Colts, Kayla Scott gets it out to Kaylee Brooks. Brooks gives it into the hands of Kiera Jackson. Jackson working out there, nice give inside to Jasmine Ellison. She's going to be fouled as she made her way into the lane. That's not a shooting foul. They'll put the ball in play on the baseline right here in front of us. Seems like we have a different camera angle every time we hit the road, John. As Anasia Jefferson on the inbounds play, couldn't get that one to go. They got the shot they wanted. It's a good inbounds play, just couldn't get it to go down. Cross court, wide open three-pointer on the way for the Lady Greyhounds, in and out, no good. And Kaylee Brooks grabs a rebound. Gives it to Jackson, who fires it quickly down court. That's Scott with a long three-pointer that comes in and out. And the Greyhounds attack the basket again. Up top of the key. Lady Colts get set up defensively here, trailing 35-15 with 7:13 to go in the third quarter. In the corner, three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. And the rebound comes off to Jasmine Ellison. She's a darn good rebounder. Kiera Jackson gets it over to Brooks, Kaylee Brooks. Her shot is blocked. And on the other end, they go coast to coast and manage to get that one to go down. 37-15. As the Lady Greyhounds on another 8-point run. Lady Colts need a basket this trip down. 6:28 to go in this third quarter. As Anasia Jefferson, right in front of our broadcast booth, apparently heard what we said. She puts up the 3 up and in. Actually, they're going to say that was a 2. I'm sorry. But nonetheless, that breaks that 8-point run, makes it 37-17. And inside the lane, traveling is called. As Kaylin Cheney gets set to check in. Somebody's getting a breather here, and that will be, coming out of the lineup, Jasmine Ellison. Nasia Jefferson hit that three a moment ago, set up right in front of us. Man, we listened to her sing all the way over here today. Kiera Scott drives through the lane, lays it up and in. Jackson, I keep calling her Kiera Scott, but Jackson with the basket. She's got 6 now. And the Lady Colts cut it back to 18, 37-19. Need a stop here. And that's going to be a travel right there in the lane. So Lady Colts will get it back with a chance to chisel away into that lead a little bit more here. Sometimes after you've lost, you haven't been able to put the ball in the hole 2 or 3 times. It gets in your head. Same thing goes for whenever you're coming the other way. That one almost wound up in her lap, John. Lady Colts turned it over. Had the right idea, tried to go inside to Brooks. Lady Greyhounds playing some good defense. Here come the Greyhounds. Leading 37-19, 5:18 to go in this third quarter. Shot put up from the perimeter, won't go, but she gets her own rebound. She'll kick it out for another 3. That one won't go, and a rebound underneath again by the Lady Greyhounds. Lady Colts get the defense set again. Reset on the shot clock here. Nice drive through the lane, rattles it around, knocks it down. It's going to be a reaching foul on one of the Lady Colts. And did they call that on?
Michaela Scott.
Michaela Scott. It's her first personal. And West Memphis, the ASU Midsouth Greyhounds will go to the free throw line, try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. And they do. Makes it 40-19. Lady Colts bring it quickly down court. Michaela Scott on the attack. Goes around the screen, gets it off to Kiera Jackson. Jackson drives through the lane. Can't get that shot to fall. Brooks had a hand on it, but the Greyhounds come out of there with it, and they try to go coast to coast, and they do. 42-19. It's a 23-point lead for the Lady Greyhounds with 4.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Scott gets it over to Jackson. Jackson looking at that sideline over there. Bounce pass to, let's see if we got a timeout called. It looked like Coach Bird wanted a timeout as we were having some trouble getting rid of the ball. 42-19, 4:21 to go in the third quarter. We're back after this on Ed 88 Radio.
Sevier County Farmers Co-op in DeQueen has cattle panels, fencing, water troughs, feed bins, culverts, you name it. At the feed store, find cattle feed, horse feed, goat, swine, rabbit, and pet feeds. The Co-op is the area's Purina dealer. Staff on hand has built a reputation through the years of having what farmers and ranchers need when they need it. It's all at the Co-op. They even have deer feed to help you draw in that big buck. At the Co-op service station, they'll fix you up with car and truck tires, tractor tires. They fix flats and do oil changes. Plus, they're a full service station. Neighbors working with neighbors to make our corner of the world a better place. It's the Sevier County Farmers Co-op.
Well, we're back after the timeout. Lady Colts trailing 42-19, 4:21 to go in this third quarter. Lady Colts basketball on ed88radio.com being brought to you by McDonald's. Trailing 42-19, 4:21 to go in this third quarter. Lady Colts basketball on ed88. Fresh face in, but they've only got 6 people on that roster. As that one rattles around and goes in for Michaela Scott. Scott now 3 out of 3 at the free throw line. 8 points in the ball game. The leading scorer for the Lady Colts. Second shot. Nothing but net. Michaela Scott now with 9. Lady Colts down by 23, 46-23. 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Truly a nice facility here in West Memphis. Lady Greyhounds have it on the perimeter. Following this game a little bit later on this afternoon, we'll have the Colts taking on a team that has won the region title for 4 straight years. 5 out of the last 6. Greyhounds have a good program as Kaylin Cheney works it down court. Lob pass inside for Brooks, stolen away by the Lady Greyhounds. They'll break the press and pull up in the front court. Brooks got back defensively and shut down that drive. On the perimeter. The Lady Greyhounds tipped around. Let's see her coming down with it in there. Will be Kiara Jackson. She's everywhere all the time, offensively and defensively. And a travel is called on Kaylin Cheney. It's one of those anticipation calls right there. They're thinking most people are probably going to travel in that situation. I thought she got her feet down. And I'm not the least bit biased, right? Lady Greyhounds with the basketball up top. Looking inside, they'll lob it in. And Cheney does the only thing she can is she's giving up at least a foot in stature with that on her defense right there, because that is one tall drink of water she's defending against there. And Cheney's going to be called for a second personal foul, but she did not give up the easy basket there as Jasmine Ellison's going to come out. So Lady Colts have Anasia Jefferson along with Kaylin Cheney, Kaylee Brooks, Kiara Jackson, and Michaela Scott on the court right now. And that free throw off the iron, no good. (46-23), second shot's on the way and good. 47-23 with 1:13 to play in this third quarter. Kayla Scott across the midcourt stripe. Brooks out there to set a screen. They'll get it to Jackson, who gets it to Scott. Scott gets it back over to Jackson, and Jackson's going to head back up top of the key. Spinning out front, drives through the lane. Went up under the arm that time. Good heads-up move on the part of Kiara Jackson, drawing the personal foul. Jackson will head back to the free throw line. She's 1 out of 2 on the day today. 6 points in the ball game. Shots on the way, and it is good. Jackson now, 7 points. Shot on the way, in and out, no good. Lady Colts haven't missed many of them today. That was one of them. Greyhounds coming the other way. Fired inside, shot put up off the iron, no good, and the rebound's pulled down by Kaylee Brooks. Brooks will give it ahead to Jackson. 32 seconds to go in this third quarter. Kaylin Cheney is going to give it back out to Jackson. Gives it back to Cheney. Cheney off the dribble. Needs some help. Let's see. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Greyhounds. Lady Colts have it across the way. 21 seconds to go in this third quarter. They give it to Michaela Scott. Scott has her pass tipped out of bounds. 12 seconds on the shot clock right now. Jackson, get it out to Brooks. Brooks needs some help out there. Tries to drive through the lane. Ball is stripped away. 10 seconds to go in this third quarter as they try to work it inside, and Brooks got a hand on it. Jackson got a hand on it. And let's see, loose ball on the court. 1 second, and Anasia Jefferson didn't even have a chance to get one off. So we've come to the end of the third quarter of play. Our score, it's ASU Midsouth 47, Lady Colts 24. Back in a moment on ed88radio.com.
Selena's satellite service into Queen is a corporate partner of Ed 88. Selena's is a Southwest Arkansas dish network provider offering all the latest package deals. And if you should encounter a problem, Selena's experienced service technicians are just a phone call away. The very latest in Dish Network home entertainment equipment can be found at Selena's Satellite in downtown DeQueen.
Again, we're courtside as the Lady Colts getting set for the fourth quarter, trailing by a score of 47-24 as they were outscored by a margin of, Let's see here, 18 to 9 in that third quarter. Just having a hard time putting the ball in the hole, and it's hard to get that inside game going when you're facing such a size disadvantage. But I'll give them credit. They play hard regardless of what the score is. These girls do love to play this game. And they're a fun bunch to be around. Ball inside, let's see, tipped around, knocked around, and there's that good defense down there. Michaela Scott creating a turnover, and Lady Colts get it back, trailing 47-24. Looking for a comeback here. Jasmine Ellison out front, Michaela Scott fires it over. Kaylee Brooks. Brooks to get it back out to Anasia Jefferson. Her pass is tipped away. Nice athletic move out there, getting in the passing lane, stealing it, and managing to stay in bounds, taking it all the way, laying it off the glass. Lady Colts down 49-24. Out front, Jasmine Ellison. Ellison needs some help. Gets it off to Brooks. Nice pass over to Michaela Scott inside the lane. And a nice give that time to Ellison. Her shot won't go, and the rebound saved in bounds. What an effort by Kaylee Brooks. But there to pick up the loose ball with the Greyhounds. And Brooks gets back defensively. Man, they get up and down this court. That was a heck of an effort by Kaylee. 49-24. Under 9 minutes left in this one. Has the ball tipped away, and let's see. Personal foul is going to be called on Jasmine Ellison. Ellison called for her second personal foul. It looks like Kaylin Cheney's going to come in. Ellison's going to get a breather right now. Scoreboard shows that as the first team foul of the second half. They can't be keeping up with those, I guess. Shot off the iron, no good. 8:42 left in this contest. Second shot up and in. 50-24. Michaela Scott will trigger the inbounds pass, gets it into Kiara Scott. Scott will bring it down court. Pass. Thought there was somebody there, and that ball winds up over the Lady Colts bench. Lady Greyhounds into the front court, leading 50-24. Shot inside the three-point circle, up and in. That is just a two, makes it 52-24. Kiara Jackson gets it in the corner to Kaylin Cheney. Cheney, bring it back up top. Over to Anasia Jefferson. Jefferson drives. Oh, nice move on the basket. They're going to call a charging foul on Jefferson. Still had a nice touch on that ball, even though the basket does not count. Just put that head down and was heading for the basket. First personal on Anasia Jefferson. Greyhounds stripped away by Michaela Scott. I keep transposing the Scott and Jackson names here. Lady Greyhounds make the inbounds pass. And interesting call. I know it looked bad, but I think she tripped. And again, I'm not the least bit biased here. I think they called that on Kiara Scott. And Kiara Jackson, not Kiara Scott. If we had a Kiara Scott, that'd be kind of cool. That'd give us one more person on the roster here. Lady Colts down 54-24. 30-point deficit. Just having a hard time putting the ball in the hole. That ball is tipped away, out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Greyhounds. 7:16 to play in this game. Lady Colts will have it across the way. Pass goes in to Anasia Jefferson. Jefferson drives hard on the basket, puts the shot up, air ball picked out of the air by the Greyhounds. They'll come quickly down court. Laid it off the glass, no good. Kaylin Cheney in there to get that rebound. Gets it ahead. Scott goes underneath to Brooks. Brooks working under there. Fires it back out to Cheney for three. Spots up, couldn't get it to go. And the rebound comes off to the Greyhounds on the run. Dump underneath, blocked under there by Michaela Scott. But the tip ends up and in, and I do believe Kaylin Cheney picks up the personal foul. That's going to be her third personal foul. And a what? Technical foul on somebody here. What's it? That is on Kaylin Cheney. That is a technical. That should be her fourth. Lady Colts had a good defensive play down there. The fact that the shot was blocked, but then the tip-in's put up and in. And Kaylin just trying to prevent that tip-in, call for the personal foul, and then a technical on top of that. So they'll, that shot's up and in. Makes it 57-24 with 6:43 left in this contest. Kaylin's going to come out of the lineup for a bit. So it'll be Jackson, Scott, Ellison, Brooks, and Jefferson in the lineup for the Lady Colts. Still looking for their first win of the season. As John mentioned a moment ago, we're going to be back in the friendly confines of the Bank of Locksburg Historic Gymnasium on Monday night. That shot is up and in, 58-24. Lady Colts. Kayla Scott driving hard on the basket. That's going to be a reaching foul right there. Lady Colts. Work in the corner. Cross court, Jackson comes up with it. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Jackson goes hard to the basket. She is one tough customer inside. She's heading to the free throw line right now. Jackson on the day, 2 out of 4 at the free throw line. Lady Colts down 58-24. Looking for their first points of this fourth quarter. Shots on the way, off the iron, no good. Jackson now. 7 points in the ball game. Looking for number 8 here. That shot is on the way, and it is off the iron as well. Lady Colts started out really good at the free throw line today. They're 7 out of 8 at one point. Lady Greyhounds working around the perimeter. They get it deep in that right corner. Shot on the way, up and in. That is a 3. Makes it 61-24. That's 14 straight points here in this fourth quarter for the Lady Greyhounds. Lady Colts in the corner. Anasia Jefferson can't get the shot to go, and the rebound is brought down and brought into the front court rather quickly. And let's see here. Let's see, that is going to be on Anasia Jefferson. Jefferson called for the trip that time. 61-24, 5:41 to play in the game. A couple of shots coming here. Shots on the way, and it's up and in. Second shot. Up and in. Makes it 63-24. Lady Colts just want to finish strong here today. In the corner, Ellison fires up the three. That one, hey, that didn't do near as much damage as I thought it would. We still got a camera, John? Okay, that one there's going. Okay, got you. All right. Scared me there for a minute. Lady Greyhounds on the offensive. They'll work it inside. Making it look easy down there. It's a long drive to West Memphis from our neck of the woods, and when you get here, you get to play the Lady Greyhounds. They are tough. Jackson in the corner, gets it to Scott. Kayla gets it underneath to Brooks. Brooks fires it back out, and Asia Jefferson's three hits the top of the iron, goes up and falls through, and we've broken the jinx here. A three-pointer on the part of Jefferson. That's our first points of the fourth quarter. That coming with 4:34 to go in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, on the other end, Lady Greyhounds come down. They get a basket. Makes it 67-27 with 4:24 to go in the ball game. Out front, Scott. And the ball is going to be heading to the other end of this court here. The ball's tipped away by the Lady Greyhounds. And we'll see a couple of fresh faces in there for ASU Mid-South. Here come the Lady Colts now. Trailing 67-27. We know that the gym will be emptied at halftime or at the intermission. And that ball is off the foot of Kiara Jackson, chases it down. They'll be disinfecting everything for allowing the men's game to get underway. Scott gets it back out to Anasia Jefferson, steps back. That one going to be picked out of the air by Kaylee Brooks. The rebound comes off to the Lady Colts, and we'll figure out who they're going to give this foul to. Did they say 11 or did they say 22? Okay, well, that's going to be Jasmine Ellison then. Couldn't really tell from this angle. Oops. That's probably her third personal foul. Lady Colts down by 40, 67-27. 3:43 to play in the ball game. That shot's off the iron, no good. Maybe during the intermission we'll go ahead and put that video up of, I don't know, our graduation that took place. Virtual graduation, we'll see. I'm not sure what the plan's going to be during that intermission. And of course, this is all on a tape delayed basis anyway, right? Jasmine Ellison inside the lane, puts it up. She's going to be fouled. Still playing hard out there. Ellison's going to the free throw line. She's still looking for her first points today. This will be her first trip to the free throw line. Ellison sends it on the way and in. So Jasmine with her first point of the day. And with that, all six of the Lady Colts were figured in the scoring column today. Second shot, nothing but net. Ellison with a couple, and the Lady Colts trail at 67-29. Shot on the way, off the back of the iron, tipped around, picked up by the Lady Greyhounds. They'll fire it back inside. Driving through the lane, turn around. Tried to pass it through the lane. Pass almost stolen away, but picked up by the Lady Greyhounds. Nice changing of the hands that time. Ball from one hand to the other on the drive. Ellison brings it down court, gets it over to Jackson. Fires it out to Jefferson for three. That one's off the front of the iron. And the rebound comes off to the Greyhounds as they'll run it into the front court. They don't slow down. 69-29. It's a 40-point deficit again for the Lady Colts. Kayla Scott, bounce pass in the lane to Brooks. Brooks gets it out to Ellison for three. Knocks it down. Jasmine Ellison scored the last 5 points in a row for the Colts. Actually wrote that down as a 5-point shot, but it's a three. Go with a couple of free throws from a moment ago. 69-32, shot underneath, put up and in by the Lady Greyhounds. Jackson to Scott. Scott drives inside. Then she's going to fire it back out. Ellison put up another three. Wow. Ellison. She's got 8 points in the last minute and a half. A couple of threes and a couple of free throws. Lady Colts down 71-35, but always looking for a bright spot or two here. And I think Brooks is going to be called for a foul on the backside there. Has put a little push out there. Kaylee Brooks has had her work cut out for her today. It's a big lineup inside for these Lady Greyhounds. And Brooks has been working hard in there. It's her fourth personal foul. Is it 4 or 5? They're saying that is 5. I must have missed one earlier then. Well, she'll come out of the ball game. Brooks will finish the day with 2 points and a ton of rebounds. Kaylin Cheney will come into the lineup. That's one thing about it. When you got 6 people on your roster, it's not really hard as a coach to figure out who to put in the ball game when you need to make a substitution.
Whoever's left.
Yeah, that's right. Whoever's here, you're going in the ball game. Free throw on the way, off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound grab, put up no good. Tipped around, put up and in off the glass. 73-35, Lady Colts. Scott backs it out, gets it out to Anasia Jefferson, back over to Scott for three, in and out, no good. Grabbing that rebound, that's Jackson, gets it back out to Scott for three. That one won't go. There's Jackson again, almost coming away with a rebound. But the Greyhounds get it. They'll run it down court, inside the lane. Little hesitation, shot would not go. Got her own rebound, put it back behind her head, got it up and in. 75-35, a minute 10 to go in this game. Scott driving hard to the basket and a whistle and a foul. Thought they could have called that a moment ago, but I mean, at this point in the ball game, it's pretty much academic, but you got to make those calls. But Scott had her momentum to the basket taken away by a forearm the last time down the court. As Jackson gets it to Cheney on the inbounds pass. Another one of those nice inbounds plays. That one just wouldn't go. And the rebound comes off to the Greyhounds. They'll fire it up from three-point land. And with all that height out there, Kaylin Cheney, the shortest of the Lady Colts, grabs the rebound. They'll bring it the other way. Jasmine Ellison's three. That one's an air ball. And tying it up out there. Kaylin Cheney got in there. And the alternating possessions goes with the Colts. Lady Colts get it here. Pass. Three-pointer on the way is an air ball. It's going to be chased down by the Lady Greyhounds. Lady Colts get back. Jackson unable to stop that drive. 77-35, Lady Colts, with 39 seconds left to go in this one. Three-pointer on the way by Anasia Jefferson won't go, and the rebound is going to be pulled down by the Lady Greyhounds. Michaela Scott putting some pressure on the basketball out there. They'll spin it midcourt. 19 seconds left to go. And I'm not sure they're going to have to even fire up a shot. I think they will. They go inside, shot put up no good. The rebound's pulled down by the Lady Greyhounds. Makes it 79-35 with 4 seconds to go in this ball game as Michaela Scott brings it the other way, fires it up in midcourt. Off no good, and we've come to the end of this one. Our final score, It's Midsouth 79, Lady Colts 35. We'll be back in just a moment here on ed88radio.com.
Look at where we are. Think of what we can do. What we're building together is special, and at Southwestern Electric Power Company, we know it's only the beginning. We can do more to improve our communities, our lives. We can reimagine how we use power and where that power comes from. We believe every person, no matter how unique, makes us stronger. By working together, the energy to accomplish our dreams is boundless.
2. All right, as we're courtside once again, Lady Colts on the short end of the scoreboard today, 79-35. They trailed by a score of 29-15 at the half, and it's Lady Colts just having a hard time inside. There's a lot of size on that ASU Greyhounds lineup, and the Lady Colts led in scoring today by Michaela Scott with 9, 8 points for Jasmine Ellison, 7 points each for Nasia Jefferson and Kiara Jackson. Looks like 2 points today for Kaylee Brooks and 2 points for Kaylin Cheney as the Lady Colts fall 79-35. We're going to pause right now, take a little break. We're going to clear out the gym and clean things up around here and be back with the UA Costad Colts men taking on the Greyhounds of ASU Mid-South here on ed88radio.com.
Wilkerson Funeral Home was established by the Wilkerson family in 1929. Fred Wilkerson Sr. built a reputation on serving others, putting families first, and operating with the highest standards of professionalism. With locations in DeQueen and Dirks, families of Southwest Arkansas continue to choose Wilkerson Funeral Home for their dependability, professionalism, and a staff that has acquired over 125 years of combined experience in the funeral business. Supporting our community and area schools, Wilkerson Funeral Home, and online at wilkersonfuneralhomes.com.
It's in the smallest details. The answer. How is Husqvarna chainsaw durable and at the same time lightweight? And how can an XP chainsaw from Husqvarna help you work both faster and safer? It's in all those small, engineered details. Husqvarna, ready when you are.